Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. We have a great show lined up, a special guest here that you're going to love. But first, let's take a look at our weather, brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard and hard-working crew taking care of our everyday comfort needs. High today, 84, low 77. But check this out. The water temperature at the end of the pier has jumped up to 85 degrees. That's about a 3-degree jump, which is very unusual in a couple of days like this. So that's interesting. We'll bring some big fish coming in close to the pier, I promise you. Take a look at our river readings brought to us by Panama City Coca-Cola. The Apalachicola Bluntstown this morning is reading a 4.3, pretty steady. But take a look at the Choctawhatchee at Caryville. It's about to jump up. Right now it's at a 2.9, but it's jumping up with this rain we've been getting coming in here at the upper end of the Choctawhatchee. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We got decent tides, pretty good tides today. The rest of the week is really good tides. High this morning at 7:46. It's going out till about 5:15 tonight. And the wind direction, I had to double check it. It's going to be blowing out southwest at about 17. So it's going to be rough. So you plan offshore, you might want to have a double take on that. Okay, let's take a break. We'll come back with our special guest. Okay, welcome back. A special guest this morning, Jade Patronus.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show. We go way back to when she was a little girl, and her mom and dad have been good friends of ours, Cullen and Shirley Hartzog, and her brother and my son played baseball together growing up. So you and Wendy were those supportive sisters that on Saturday afternoon, all your friends at the beach, you all in the stands watching your brothers play.
That's right.
So anyway, I have her on the show. She loves outdoors. She don't get to do a lot of stuff outdoors because she's a full-time mom.
I am a full-time mother.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. This is okay.
Well, I laugh. I'm sitting here thinking about it. I can remember turning 10 years old. Now, I'm about to be 51. And we were on a baseball trip somewhere, and that song from Wendy's Hamburgers came out. And with your daughter, Wendy, and we were singing out in the parking lot at the top of our lungs, that song, and where's the beef and Wendy's? You remember that song?
I do. I remember when that happened. We were cracking up. In fact, what we're going to do, we're going to replicate that. We'll get y'all back together again and let y'all do that, okay?
We'll do it. I'm telling my age. That was over 40 years ago.
That was amazing. But you don't look quite that old. But anyway, former Miss Panama City?
Yes.
That was when you won that. I told Miss Chester. I said, I'm not surprised at her winning with her talent and her beauty and all. And
thank you.
Married to Nick.
Yes, Nick. I have been married to Nick for 20-something years. You start to lose count.
The Patronus family, the Captain Andersons, and we're going to talk about all those Patronuses later. But you got a son and a daughter. So
Jimmy and Nicole, and now Jimmy just graduated. You have to show the picture, Mr. Chester.
I'm gonna show some.
So Jimmy just graduated from Mosley. Nicole will be a senior this year, and Nicole is the student government president, and I was the student government president in 1990. So all these years later.
Isn't that amazing?
How about that?
And now Jimmy loves the woods and Nicole likes the water, so they balance it out.
Yes, he loves the woods. He loves to hunt. Now he loves to fish.
Yeah.
He came home last night showing me a picture of this big old bass he had caught yesterday.
He does. Remember, he was on the show last month, the Student of the Month for Outdoor Ed, and I got a kick out of it because he loves the bass fish. We were talking about bass fishing.
Loves it.
Y'all have that farm up there off of 388?
Yes.
And he goes up there as much as he can?
As much as he can. I mean, he's there all the time. I'm always having to lure him home. He's turned 18 and he thinks he can just live there. And I'm like, son, you've got to come home.
Well, listen, that is a special place. I've been up there and all this. It's a beautiful place.
Well, you need to come back.
Well, I will.
Thank you.
We'll have a cookout or something.
Yes, we would love that. Get my mama up there to fry some fish.
Tell about your mom and dad.
Oh, my mama and daddy are, my dad's getting ready to go to Omaha. I think we're all going to load up and go.
Let's tie this in together. Now, your nephew, Cleet. Okay, her brother's son, Cleet
Hartzog.
Tell us about him.
So Cleet plays for the Florida Gators, and if you know us Hartzogs, we're Seminole fans. So God has such a sense of humor because now we're Gator fans, just like you, Coach Chester.
I know it. I appreciate that.
Right.
But,
so we're heading to Omaha this week.
I'm so excited for y'all. We're going to be following it. It's going to be exciting times. I know this third generation love baseball. I know your dad was a good baseball player, your brother was, and now your nephew is getting.
Love it.
What a chance of that. What a great chance. And he pitches.
Yes, he's a pitcher. He's a right-hander.
He was throwing something like 90-something, 94 miles an hour, something crazy. And,
little booger.
Yeah. He used to be
still a little boy.
His name is Cleet. What I love about it, people think just because it's a baseball name, Cleet, but it was named after your granddaddy Cletus.
That's right.
And if all the old timers remember the Blue Dolphin.
That's right. And Cullen's Restaurant.
Yeah, Cullen's Restaurant, the old restaurants here in Bay County. That was her grandparents, and they worked hard.
Cletus and Dubby.
Cletus and Dubby Hartzog. They're well known. I know a lot of the old timers will remember them.
Yes.
They worked hard.
Oh, they worked hard.
Yeah.
I was raised in that restaurant business. When I was born, I left Bay Medical Center and went straight to Cullen's Restaurant. They didn't even take me home. They took me straight to the restaurant.
No way.
I promise.
That's a true story?
True story. So I didn't even go home. And then I married into the restaurant business. I've been in the restaurant business my entire life.
Well, that's interesting.
I like to eat.
Well, we're going to start showing pictures next segment. In fact, we're going to get these set up because we do have some good-looking food, and I'm going to ask you some of your favorite dishes too. But let's go take a break now. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Special guest Jade Patronus, former Miss Panama City, mother of two teenagers, active,
very,
and wife of Nick Patronus from Captain Anderson's, and we're going to talk about eating out there a little bit. But first of all, we got all kind of pictures. I told her, I said, Jay, send me a couple of pictures. Man, she started sending them.
Well, you can't ask a mama to just send a few pictures.
That's a good way to put it. See, you know, we all talk about it on Panhandle Outdoors. Our goal is twofold: to inform and entertain. Well, this morning we're entertaining more, okay? Because I knew she would be a hit. Now y'all are going to love her. All right, let's get started with these pictures real quick. We'll talk through them pretty quick.
Oh, well, of course, that's Jimmy Jam with two of his favorite people, with Coach Chester, and of course, Mr. Jerry.
Mr. Jerry Register. All right, at graduation night.
Love it.
And there's Sweet Nicole.
There's my two. That's right. That's Nicole. She was actually handing out the diplomas with Mr. Bullock, and he allowed her to hand Jimmy
Yes, that was cool.
Wasn't that cool?
And there's your dad in the background.
There's my daddy.
Look at there.
Oh, he's not going to miss anything. Pop's always around.
Wow, here's some family pictures.
Yes, there we are. We're at the farm. We were actually taking pictures that day for Jimmy's senior pictures.
Okay.
I love this picture. It tells so much because when you show this one and then show the next one, this is before the hurricane.
Okay.
And this, where we are right there, is where Nick proposed to me.
No way.
Yes, at the farm. And you see the trees, and there we are with our children.
Okay.
But look, years later, it looks like we're coming out of the woods.
Oh my goodness. Wow, a cool contrast right there.
Isn't that cool?
Okay, back to it.
That's before the hurricane.
And that's after the hurricane.
And that's after the hurricane.
Wow. It's a great picture, Jade.
Thank you.
Tell me about the pig races.
I love pig races. We were in Houston at the Houston Rodeo last year, and I just got the biggest kick out of the pig races.
They actually put the pigs in a pen and let them
Yes, it is hysterical. And what they do, they have food at the end, so they're all chasing that food, and they're getting with it, and they're oinking and making all those noises. It is the funniest thing. I would sit there and cry. I would laugh so hard. I never want to miss the pig races.
Well, next time you go, shoot some video for be a Panhandle Outdoors reporter.
Okay.
And come back and we'll show that because that does sound interesting.
It's so funny.
Okay.
I'll do it.
All right, what we got here on this one?
Oh, that's the kids skiing. Anything outdoors we love. And the kids love to ski. That was in Breckenridge last year. We normally go skiing in January.
Oh, cool.
And Nicole swears that she can out-ski Jimmy. So.
There'll be a competition there.
That's right.
Okay.
And there we are at the farm. That's Jimmy and Nicole and my little great nephew, Kason. My little one's, that's my brother's grandbaby.
Yeah.
And they love the farm. They love the outdoors. They love to just go and enjoy the fresh air and see everything.
That's what we talk about, just getting outdoors.
Right.
Now, we're getting into some food. Where is this?
That's in my dining room at home.
What is going on?
So, Coach Chester, I know you remember back in the day when you were my PE coach and you would tease me. I would run the Mosley Mile and I'd come back and my hair wouldn't be messed up. It'd be covered in final net. I'd still have my jewelry on. I'm just like that with my cooking. Like, I bedazzle everything. So if you look at that picture, you're going to see jewelry all around my food. It's all bedazzled.
That is funny. Let me tell you about her in my PE class. I knew when she was growing up, she was sort of prim and proper, but you know, she had her makeup on and all. But we had PE class and we had to exercise and all. And she didn't try to move her face much during the exercise.
No, I didn't want to sweat.
It was hilarious. We cracked, Miss Hill, because we knew your family, we just cracked up. But she made an A in class because she tried hard. But that was funny. But your jewelry was always outstanding.
You're so sweet.
Okay.
I love jewelry.
Okay. We're going. Tell us about this one here. This is.
So that's a big set of lips, and it's a cake.
That's a cake?
That's a cake.
No way.
Yes. So I have a cookbook that I have written. It took about 5 years to write it. And Julie Clark wrote the cookbook with me. I know you know Julie Clark. And Julie has known my family my entire life. And we wrote a story and told stories from the Blue Dolphin about me coming straight to the restaurant, leaving the hospital. I mean, all through being raised in the beauty shop.
You went from hospital to the...
I truly did, because my granny wanted to pass me around. Back then, we didn't worry about germs or anything.
True.
I went straight to Cullen's restaurant. So we've got a cookbook coming out.
Okay.
And so these were pictures that we were taking. And anyway, you'll have to wait and read the stories.
Oh, cool. And we're going to talk about lipstick later on.
Yes.
Okay, so are these some of the pictures that's in the cookbook or
yes,
something?
That's the Jimmy Carter's cheese ring. So President Carter used to serve that in the White House.
No way.
And it has lots of pecans and cheddar cheese, but now I dolled it up because I use Captain Anderson's seasoning. I always take everything and doll it up, but we definitely have a lot of Captain Anderson seasoning in
Why am I not surprised that you're taking everything and dolling it up? Why am I not surprised?
Right?
Ooh, look at that.
Isn't that beautiful? That's an almond chicken salad.
Oh, man.
It's got all kinds of fruits and celery and pears and kiwi.
Is that blackberries?
Yes.
Oh, man.
You could put that even on a biscuit, Coach Chester.
Ooh.
It's so good. People never think to use homemade biscuits for chicken salad, and it's delicious.
I ain't thought about that.
It's so good.
Okay, this is down in Gainesville.
Down in Gainesville on a cold night. So, of course, we were there supporting Cleet.
There's Cleet in the center.
There he is with all of us.
Oh, how cool.
Isn't that sweet?
I'd love to see all these FSU people down there.
Hey, Gator Blue's becoming one of my favorite colors.
I know it is. Here,
look at there.
You're posing. That is perfect. I love it.
Thank God Cleet has a sense of humor.
He does. He really does. Okay. So
that's just out on the water one day. We had gone out with some friends, and I love animals. And do you remember Spike, my bulldog growing up?
I do.
That dog reminded me so much of Spike, and he just stayed with me all day on that boat.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I love dogs.
What do y'all have now? You got any animals now?
I have 2 Dachshunds, Heidi and Polly. And Heidi is my third Heidi. And then I have 2 English Cockers that are supposed to be hunting dogs. But they're my babies.
Oh, okay. So you trained them.
Roscoe and Oscar. Yes.
Okay. This is a good family picture.
Thank you. That was in Hawaii last summer.
Oh, cool.
We love the outdoors, anywhere we go. There's Nicole fishing.
Look at her.
We're going fishing again this Sunday. But
cool.
Nicole loves the water, and she loves to fish, and she's very competitive.
Oh, I love it. Well, send me some pictures from that.
I sure will.
Look at her smiling.
Yeah. She'll outfish those men any day of the week.
Okay, we're gonna stop with this one because we're gonna start talking about a little bit about Lipstick Diva.
All right.
Tell tell people you're an entrepreneur.
Yes.
And she started out. She's always been, always been a pretty girl, but always had this perfect makeup on. So she
sweet.
came up with this name, Lipstick Diva.
Yep. Well, I created the line.
That's what I meant. She started this line, Lipstick Diva.
Yes.
And I've watched it develop, and I knew it was going to be successful because I know her, and I know her passion for for doing things. So let's take a break and come back and tell people about that.
All right.
All right. Okay, welcome back. Our special guest here, Jade Patronus. But first, let's get to our fishing game time brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. Our times today, 8:46 to 10:46 this evening from 9:10 to 11:10. And we have so much to talk about, but we're going to tie this together. We're talking about Lipstick Diva. Let's go and talk about that. Here's right here called. Now you developed this line, Lipstick Diva, by
Yes.
Jade Patronus. So tell us, as an entrepreneur, tell us what the story behind it.
Well, I was raised in my mama's beauty shop, so obviously I love makeup. I love to do hair. I love all the pretty girly stuff. And then I sold lipstick in college at Fashion Corner for Pam Leonard.
Okay.
And as I got older and my kids were in school, I decided to go back and sell that lipstick again in our gift shop. So I was selling steak, lobster, and lipstick, literally. And when we realized how women will give up a good lobster for a good tube of lipstick. And I said, by golly, forget the steak and lobster, I'm selling lipstick.
Yeah.
And so I created a lipstick line, found my niche, and now we are expanding and doing all kinds of great things.
Yeah.
I'm
This is just right up your alley. I mean,
Yes.
But you just started rubbing it on. How'd you pick your?
Well, I would paint different colors on my hand, and when it wouldn't wash off, people were like, "What's that on your hand?" And I'd be like, "You mean on my lips?" So I would end up wrapping the lobster or steak, selling them lipstick. Then they kept calling, wanting more lipstick. So I ended up going out to Oakland, California, and creating my own. I worked for 2 years on a formula. And
Wow.
then it's just continued from there, and we have recently signed a national contract.
Whoa.
So I will come back in October and tell you more of our details. But right now, my lips are sealed. And you know how hard that is.
That's
for me,
very hard for you.
Chester.
I know. Okay, but one of the funniest pictures of all, when you posted these are the deer this is the deer mounts up at the farm, and you had to put some lipstick on that one.
Yes.
That's how you tie this in outdoor stuff, right there.
That's right. The redder the lips, the slimmer the hips.
How did Nick and all of them like this when they went up there? They got a kick out of it.
Oh, hey, of course. Nick's not surprised. I'm going to frou-frou up everything.
Okay.
Of course.
All right, we'll go back to quick pictures. You can find the springs.
Yep, that's at the farm. One day we had taken my nephew up there. He loves the springs. He loves to swim in the springs. That's
Okay.
my mama.
Is that not beautiful?
Isn't that gorgeous? Just God's creation.
Yes.
So
Okay.
pretty. And
So
good
pretty.
times with Mimi. So that's us at home with the Johnny Special Greek salad. That bowl is probably, it is huge. It
Yeah.
probably feeds 40 people.
And y'all make that at home too?
Yes.
To feed everybody?
Yes.
How cool is that?
That's a cookie swap. I love having cookie swaps at my house at Christmas.
A cookie swap, okay.
And that's my whipping cream pound cake. So I
Whoa, that
love
is
to make
good.
that. I'll have to bring you one day,
That looks
Coach
good.
Chester. That was my granny's lane cake. That was my first time making it, and
Wow.
my mama helped me,
Wow, special is that?
and that's sweet.
That is so cool.
Now, doesn't that look good?
Yes. Tell us about this.
That's lobster with a garlic lemon butter sauce.
At Captain Anderson's.
At my house.
At your house?
Yes.
You mean you cooked that at your house?
Oh, yes.
I'm so impressed.
I'll cook. We like to cook. I like to bring things home from the restaurant and practice and change it up a little.
Well, I was going to ask you, do you actually go out there in person and eat out there much, or you don't really?
I don't.
No, that's funny.
I'm probably their number one customer for to-go orders.
Well, what's some of your favorite food out there?
I love the stuffed grouper.
Okay.
I'm a grouper girl. I love grouper more so than scamp. And
Yeah.
I know that most people love scamp, the captains, the boat captains, but I love grouper.
That's awesome. Well, listen, on another subject real quick, I know your faith has always been strong, and I've always admired it, but back during COVID, and everybody's closing in. I never will forget what you did. You got on Facebook and you just started coming out with, just started talking and praying with people.
Yes.
I never will forget that. And
Thank
people
you.
just started tuning in, and it just did that spontaneously. And what
Yes.
what led you to do something like that? It was just
God.
Yeah.
I just feel like, God is for us. He's not against us.
Yeah.
And every day, we live in such a dark world. You've got to wake up and make a decision every day. What kind of day are you going to have today? Because it's so easy to be offended.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's so easy also to let your light shine.
Yeah.
And if you remember that God is for you, He has plans for you, and it doesn't matter what happens. There is no human that can stop what God has planned for you.
that was awesome. And then, but you came. I don't know how many episodes you did. Do you remember how many?
I don't. I just started.
That was a dark time for everybody.
Yes.
But, I turned on Jade's on, so Gail and I would sit down and watch it because we love you, and then you coming out with that. It was just, I never will forget you doing that because it was just sort of just, you knew you were led to do it. So that's so cool.
I believe in the power of prayer.
I know you do. I know your mom is going through some
Yes.
trials and all.
Yes.
I remember praying with her. Well, listen, we're going to have to start wrapping things up. This summer, you got a busy summer now where you got a son that's graduated.
My son has graduated. I think we're about to head to Omaha.
That's gonna be a
I'm
fun
working
trip.
on that. Right, I'm going to be working on that today.
You need to have a sign out there in the outfield that said "Good Morning Panhandle Outdoors" or something.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
No, you got to do that.
I will do it.
What else? Nicole, is she working this summer?
Nicole is working. Nicole is in Atlanta right now with the Moss family.
Okay.
So Cooper's up there playing ball, and Nicole and Denise are up there.
Okay.
So Nicole's got that baseball blood too.
I know she does.
She loves
it. You know, what's funny, we're talking about Jimmy Jam working, and we were out there the other day at a little reception, and he came to me and checked, make sure I getting everything right. And it was good. It was crab cakes and scallops wrapped in bacon, and man, it was all good.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yeah, it was
He's a hard worker, and she is too.
Because he'd run back to the kitchen and come back out.
Yeah.
And he's got a good work ethic.
What's so funny though, if people call, sometimes you get people that, being in the service industry and they're complaining and fussing, he always grabs his sister and puts her on the phone. He says, because she's the mean one.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's
It's so funny. Yes.
Well, okay, Jay, you're going to come back in the fall and
I'll come back.
tell about your contract and all
Yeah.
that.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, we love having you.
Thank you.
Folks, we appreciate you watching Panhandle Outdoors. Y'all do something good for someone else today. You have a great day, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.